The village nestled between two mesas. Red sandstone walls rose on either side, ancient and protective. Small houses, scattered like fallen rocks, held the laughter of children and the soft murmur of Navajo songs. Life flowed with the rhythm of the sun, predictable and comforting. Elders shared stories under the wide, star-filled sky. Stories of respect, of balance, of the delicate harmony between man and nature. But lately, a new story had begun to weave its way into their lives. A story whispered in fear. It began with the sightings. A lone figure, tall and gaunt, seen at the edge of the firelight. Eyes that glowed with an unnatural light, like embers in the dark. Whispers started, spreading like wildfire through the village. Fear, ancient and primal, settled over the community. The elders, their faces etched with worry, spoke of the old ways, of rituals forgotten, of a balance disturbed. The name uttered with a mix of dread and reverence sent shivers down their spines. Ye Naldlushi, Skinwalker. The Ye Naldlushi, they whispered, were once Navajo medicine men, powerful healers who had strayed from the path of goodness. They craved power, sought forbidden knowledge, and in their greed, they became something monstrous, able to shed their skin, to take on the form of any animal they desired. They walked among the people, spreading fear and chaos. Their presence was a violation, a tear in the fabric of the sacred world. Aya, a young woman known for her laughter and her kindness, felt the fear grip her heart. She had always been drawn to the stories of her ancestors, the legends and myths that painted the world in vibrant colors. But these stories, whispered in hushed tones, filled her with a sense of unease. She tried to dismiss them, to cling to the familiar rhythm of her life, but the shadows seemed to lengthen. The night sounds sharper, the air itself heavy with unseen eyes. One evening, as the sun dipped below the mesa, painting the sky in fiery hues, Aya found herself alone, needing to return home from a neighboring village. The stories echoed in her mind, but she pushed them away, reminding herself that fear was a hungry beast, best starved. The familiar path stretched before her, bathed in the golden light of the setting sun. As darkness fell, the shadows deepened, taking on strange, shifting shapes. The silence of the desert, once comforting, now pressed in on her, broken only by the sound of her own breath and the crunch of her footsteps. Then, she saw it. A figure standing at the bend in the path, tall and unnaturally still. The eyes glowing like hot coals fixed on her, and a cold dread spread through her like ice. The figure moved towards her, and Aya's breath caught in her throat. The last rays of the sun glinted off its skin, revealing not the familiar brown of her people, but a sickly grayish hue. The air grew heavy, thick with a stench of decay and something else, something ancient and evil. With a sickening crack, the figure's jaw unhinged, stretching wide in an inhuman scream. Aya stumbled back, a scream trapped in her throat. This was no ordinary creature, no animal she could reason with. This was the stuff of nightmares, the Ye Naldlushi come to life. She turned and ran, her heart pounding against her ribs, the screams of the skinwalker echoing in her ears. She was found the next morning, huddled beneath a juniper bush, her eyes blank, her spirit shattered. No words escaped her lips, only whimpers and moans. The villagers looked at each other, fear and understanding in their eyes. The skinwalker had taken something from her, something precious and irreplaceable. They whispered their prayers, their chants, trying to mend what had been broken. But the fear lingered, a dark cloud over the village. Beware, they warned, for the skinwalker walks among us, hungry and relentless. Respect the old ways, honor the balance, and never ever travel alone at night.